they are quickly becoming one of my favorite bands that I've discovered on the channel. Welcome back, and thank you for joining me for another reaction video. If you're new here, subscribe, turn on those notifications, and you're good to go. I'm excited because we are finally back with more Epica. At the time of this recording, their brand new album Omega hasn't been out for very long, and there has already been a huge call for me to take a look at a song called The Skeleton Key. I think it's the third song on the album. There's a brand new video for it, and I'm just amped. Epica, to me, have carved out this really niche corner of the symphonic metal genre, and they own it very dominantly. I'm a big fan of their work. Can't wait to check this out. So, Epica, The Skeleton Key, official music video. Let's see what you got. No. Yes. Okay. Back to the beginning. Listen, for me, one of Epica's major strengths outside their songwriting, their just pure talent and ability, is contrast. They are masters of light and shade. Big separation. But not in a way that's forced. It just really works. And this, visually and auditory, is the perfect demonstration, at least so far in the bit that I've heard, of exactly that. In the beginning, it starts out with those, you could hear like a piano chord and some lead work, but there was a big separation. And then it felt like the next head of that was even further separated. It sounded like a really low chord. Even the visuals, you had in the beginning, you had the girl in the cornfield. Everything's grayscale, but the dress is in red. There's always this contrast, push and pull. That riff that it broke into, heavy. I know it built up quite epically, and it sounded huge, and then broke into that awesome guitar riff. Then you have more contrast, but it's not just slight. It's so dramatically spaced that it just works. Very ownable. When you have someone who can growl and scream like that, and then you've got her beautiful, delicate voice that we just started to hear there. I think you could hear some of the nice lead work in the keys again. Everything is opposite ends of the spectrum with this, and it's beautiful. It's brutally beautiful. gonna stop there. I will go back. I don't think I caught the pause where I wanted it, so I'll go back just so it moves on. It feels like it's gonna transition from there. Her voice is just absolutely stunning. I said it before, I'm gonna say it again. I do believe in magic because I've heard Simone sing. For me, for my taste, the perfect balance of such a beautifully trained, bright vocal that has a classical edge to it almost, but enough grounding within the music that it feels really rhythmic and it just fits perfectly. I love it. Keep an eye out for the contrast in everything between the vocals. It's the growling, the singing. The music, it's that light key work, and it's the distorted guitar and heavy drums. There's an orchestral element to a lot of this, and knowing that they've worked with an orchestra before, I imagine those are, genuine recordings and not kind of synth patches or anything like that. And there'll be synth and sound design as part of that puzzle, but it's not going to be replacing it. And then even the visuals, they've got these masks on. They look quite scary. They look quite intense. There she is, beautiful, all in white. The visuals are a contrast. The music is a contrast. It's fantastic.
Imagine there's a world with all the answers. Are they hiding within me? Can we find the lightning that shines inside our minds? Can we fight the dark side we've all been trying to hide? The many sleepless nights, the panic that rewinds, waiting for the sunrise as paradise arrives.
Oh, come on, man. Love the chorus. It's not trying to be overly, when I say commercial, I mean, it's not trying to be overly hooky. It's a beautiful melody sung really well. Now, that is an intense headpiece. Looks like a lovely sunflower. Or like a flat jellyfish. I'm not helping. It's cool. And the chorus is awesome. A little bit of a coming together of some of those contrasting pieces. You had the orchestral elements, you had the nice guitar work, but then you had her voice on top. Before, it's been an alternating push and pull and a handover between them. There, everything came together. I don't know if that was the intention. I'd like to think so because it's very, very smartly done. That's terrifying because there's a child there with moths on her eyes. Back to the music. Her voice is just fantastic. At the end of the chorus there, because it isn't overly hooky and it's more of a beautiful melody, the way it built and leveled up at the end there, just perfect. That's exactly what you need to run into that heavy riff again. Awesome.
Rewind, waiting for the sunrise as paradise arrives. The whispers of a liar cursing me inside. My thoughts are all on fire.
How dare they? Sorry. I'm sorry.
The whispers of a liar cursing me inside. My thoughts are all on fire. Have been staring in the mirror of perception, leaving everything behind.
Okay, I'll leave it there and go forward. That guitar you just heard, I'm pretty sure that should have happened or did happen previously in the song, a little bit earlier in that break as well. Don't know if I'm imagining that, but I feel like it did. One thing it did allow me to hear is that nice bass line that's got super grits on it. It may even possibly be like a top string of guitar, but it definitely sounds more bass oriented, or at least lined up with it. And it is super drivey, super dirty, feels like it's made to sound like it's clipping on purpose. Great.
Holding on to sanity before the darkness cuts me like a knife. I am suffocating in a world in which I have to die to feel alive. Can we find the lightning that shines inside our minds? Can we fight the dark side we've all been trying to hide?
Before it goes anywhere else, there's a lot of climbing happening, step up, step downs. Before the chorus, you could hear those bright little orchestral pieces hitting and almost climbing left to right and up. So that builds into the chorus. It creates hype and expectation, and it punches on top. Here, you can hear it punch towards the end of the chorus, which allows you to have an expectation, which is then dropped down into the heavier piece. Don't know where they're going next. Probably going to be a bridge because of where we are in the song. I imagine so, especially if you want a double chorus. But here we go.
Waiting for the sunrise as paradise arrives. Lightning that shines inside our minds, a dark side we've all been trying to hide.
I want to hear that piece again because her voice is stunning. When these fantastic singers have just a little moment like that where they're able to show a real intimacy and delicacy in their voice, it's stripped back, it's soft, it's right on the verge of cracking because it's pulled back so far. The only other time I've had kind of chills like that from a low from a in symphonic metal from a individual vocal that's placed on its own was with Floor in How's the Heart, the acoustic version. So you know, the caliber of these singers remarkable. It just great. I love this. I love all of it. I can hear a lot of layering, and I can hear the choir elements as well, which I have heard in some of their previous live stuff. And really nice to see that fullness of the vocal coming in. But I've also heard layering in terms of backing vocals. Now, if I remember correctly, she doesn't like doing her own backing vocals. They bring someone else in to do that. I can't remember who it is. A lot of you guys told me. Please tell me again, and I'll do my best not to forget because I am idiot. This is fantastic.
A dark side we've all been trying to hide. We've all been dancing in the dark. We've all been drifting worlds apart.
Okay. That I want that again. Oh, that nice offbeat hit when it was been such a predictable 4/4 with the drumming. Get in. Acoustic stuff? Don't tell me there's an acoustic version of this song. I mean, please tell me there's an acoustic version of this song. Listen, here's what we learned. 3 things. 1, they write songs that absolutely slap. Certified bangers. And this album, by the sounds of it, seems to be no different. Fantastic song. Can't wait to hear more of the album, and hopefully there's some more videos out there, or at least more videos coming soon that I get to check out. Really excited if there is acoustic stuff, which it looks like there is. Can't wait for that. That's one thing. Second thing, never invite her to a fancy dress competition. You will lose. And the third thing is that they are quickly becoming one of my favorite bands that I've discovered on the channel. And it's weird because I've got some real standouts, and often it's because of either my lack of previous knowledge of them, or an expectation that was set for a band. So if you take someone like Sleep Token, I knew not a lot about them, and a lovely, beautiful lady named M said, I want you to have a listen to this, introduced me to Sleep Token, and it was absolute fire. And I've been talking about them nonstop because I just absolutely love them. But that was me having no previous knowledge and just someone making a recommendation. With these guys, there was a lot of hype built. It was almost the opposite. It was loads of hype. And it was a bit off-putting in the beginning because I kept thinking, God, if so much hype is built around them, it's very, very rare that bands will live up to that because, again, no knowledge other than what people had told me. And I just remember being instantly blown away, going, yeah, well, it's all real. The hype is real, and they're fantastic. They're definitely a standout for me. And in a genre that has a band like Nightwish, they're often coupled with, very hard to stand out and be impressive, yet they do. Fantastic. I'm not comparing the two bands. I love them both for very different reasons. But I love that, and I can't wait for more. Really can't wait for more. If there is any more new videos out there, let me know. Don't have to be videos. Could just be audio tracks or visualizers. As long as it's on YouTube, I'll give it a listen. I can't wait for it. Until the next one, please be safe, be nice to each other, and have a damn good day.